I would say, I felt like, uh, like when I was in school, going to grade school, like I didn't want people to know. I don't want my peers to know that
Mm.
I kind of learned differently or learned in a unique way. So a lot of people did not know. And so in school and classes, I tried my best to mask it as much as possible.
Yeah.
And so and for me, it was kind of survival because when I got to high school, I was put into like mainstream classes. So I was in classes with a bunch of all my peers, and a lot of times, I didn't want people to know that I was struggling. So I would, act out. I would, draw negative attention to myself, and so that was kind of like self-preservation for me. But I felt like my teachers, for the most part, they understood, and they were supportive of me. And then obviously my family who knew I had a learning disability, like my mom, my parents, like they were obviously supportive. But when it comes to the misunderstanding part, I feel like I feel like I would have been misunderstood if people knew, if the word got out, people knew that I had this sort of learning condition that I'm sure people would have misunderstood because it's not visible, right? It's a
Yeah.
disability that's not visible. You can't see it. So a lot of times people can't see something, they act like it's not there, or that like it's not real. And so one of the things that, I feel that a lot of times with people that have like learning disabilities in particular, I think sometimes it's harder because it's not there on the surface for people to see. And so that's kind of I think where the struggle is, because even going through school, for instance, I had to work 3 or 4 times harder than my peers just to barely make it, and sometimes that was frustrating. But on the flip side of it, I was able to develop this work ethic that has helped me to be successful. But it was kind of like my peers often said, "How come? Why are you reading that book more than once, or why are you reading that chapter over multiple times?" And so that's kind of when things started people started kind of figuring some things out, like, okay, so something's not completely right here. You know what I mean? So
Yeah,
and so
completely.
yeah.
It's what's so interesting, like it's crazy how you're saying your experience. I'm just completely resonating with it. I totally get it.
Oh, okay.
Totally get it. Totally get it, because it's like I also had to work twice as hard, and I worked so hard compared to other people, and they also question like, well, why do you work so hard? Why as you said, why are you reading this over and over again? So
Mhm.